And today it's my honor to present before you the producer and the DOP cinematographer from the feature film, Leader. I also welcome our online viewers who are joining us through various platforms, Twitter, Facebook. And Leader, it's a Polish film, feature film, and it is in the international competition at IFFI. So it's in the foray for the Golden Peacock Award along with 14 other films. Actually, the film, I don't know how many of you have seen the film yesterday. Anybody has seen the film yesterday? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, then I'll just give a synopsis. So it's like it's a dark comedy, very fast-paced, and it's about a gentleman, Piotrek, right?
Piotrek. Yeah.
He enrolls in a smoking cessation club, but what happens is he enters into the wrong room, and that it happens to be run by a life coaching guide known by the name Leader. So his that club's name is Alpha Male, but what happens there? It's the theme of the movie. This leader, he is a very charismatic leader, but yet very mysterious. And what happens is, under this leader, this Piotrek, he starts doubting his relationship, which until now he considered it very perfect. Then the whole movie showcases, the perverse ways how people use to establish themselves in the world, and how the world sometimes see the insane people as the sane ones, and how the sane ones are brushed under the carpet and treated as the insane ones. So today we are not joined by the directors. In fact, there are two directors for this movie, Katia Provinciu and Igor Provinciu. We have here the producer Korek Bojowski and the cinematographer Grigoros Hatfield. Before we open the floor for the questions, I will just ask them to give the opening remarks of the movie. Correct.
Okay, just for the beginning, we are very pleased to be here. We are very honored to have a world premiere of our movie in India, in Goa. It's very important for us. It's amazing journey and amazing experience to show our movie, to have first screening of our movie to the audience mostly from India. And at the beginning, I would like to thank to our entire crew. We had amazing crew, and of course to the directors who are unable to be here with us today, Katia and Igor Privezientsev, because they are mostly responsible for that project, and it came from their idea. If I would say a few words about the project and how it came out, as Nadim said before, it is a project about the modern times and how it changes the relationship between men and women generally. In our film, we have the men's side, so there are none on the screen. We are not seeing any women, but the men are talking about the women, and that was the idea to show this huge relationship, but sometimes like the fights between those two genders. And the idea came to the screenwriters and directors a few years ago. They were fascinated about the self-development workshops, mostly about the American coaches, and they started to dig that theme, and they made a short movie, like with their own money, with crew of friends, made a short 15 minutes movie, and it ended up at it was same title, and Grzesiek was also DOP, and some of the crew members, some of the actors also participated in the feature film, and the movie was like a big success, because it won few prizes and it was screened at plenty festivals all around the world. And then we decided to expand it to the feature-length movie, and we raised the money for the project. And last year, in July, in August, we were able to start shooting the movie. So that's the short story of the project, and this is the world premiere of our film. So we are very, very glad to be here.
So they started the movie as a short version, and it was done in 2017. It was screened across many festivals, and the long version they started shooting in 2020 amid the COVID times. I think the COVID also affected your shooting schedules also. And I would like...
Okay, so about COVID, because we all participate in that situation in the world. Exactly, we started the preparation to the project before the COVID began in Poland. It means at the beginning, very beginning of 2020, January, February, we started the documentation of the location. And then we had to stop because of lockdown. We went back to the preparation of the movie at in the middle of May, and we were able to shoot in August. But in the middle of September, when we still had like 5 days of shoot, we had the COVID on our set, so we had to stop the shooting and postpone the last days for 10 days.
In fact, I was there at the theater, but I joined a bit late, so I missed out some things in the beginning, so I couldn't make the connections. It very fast-paced, lot of sequences coming and going. The camera work was really excellent, and in fact, most of the things is happening in a room, and it reminded me of 12 Angry Men, though the theme is entirely different. Here, there's a dark comedy. Hartfield, I would like you to share your experiences in filming this movie. How is it?
Hello, it's so glad to be here. Yes, it's a particular movie because, in fact, it is not only, but most of the time we are sitting in a room like this size with 6 men, and still the story is very tense, very emotional. So it was quite challenge to make it interesting using only one room and 6 actors, but they are very good Polish actors, so we could do it as good as possible.
And maybe I will add something to this, the pacing of the movie. As you said, it's a very intense movie. We are touching very important topic, like globally and for Poland as well. So, but it's a genre movie. It's a black comedy with the elements of satire. But there are moments when we are thrilled as an audience. We feel not safe. So the inspiration was like a postmodern cinema where there is mix of genres. So that was inspiration for the movie.
So the coach leader, he coaches his candidates to be the alpha male. So I guess there are no female actors being portrayed in this movie. Could you talk about that?
Yeah, the idea I don't know if from very, very beginning, but quite early, was to show only the woman from the man perspective. So we don't see any woman on the screen. We only hear the voice of main character, protagonist, girlfriend on the phone, and they are talking about women, about their partners, relatives, and that's how we. From where we are getting perspective on women. So that was the formal idea for the movie.
Yeah. We're open for questions. Please introduce yourself and
Okay, and maybe I would like one thing add that there is a huge chance that because our director, unfortunately, she ended up in hospital here in Goa after coming here, and she was unable to be for the premiere, and we traveled half the world here. And right now she's still in hospital and she has some operation. Maybe we will be able to show the movie again. I know that some of you or most of you haven't seen it, but check it out. We have flyers of the movie, and we are very we can give you the flyers. And at the end of the festival, I think Sunday, there might be additional projection of the movie. So feel invited, and I wish. I hope that the director also will be there. If you have any additional questions, you can ask also her. Because that's interesting that the directors are siblings. It's a girl and a boy. It's Igor and Katya, and it's not like it's a topic that it's from perspective girl and boy, because they are men and women, because they are the director.
So directors are Katya and Igor. In the festival book, I think it's wrongly mentioned. Only Katya's name is mentioned. It's Katya and Igor. Okay, you can ask your questions, please.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Shamila and I'm from PIB. So my question is to the team. In the movie, the leader says, in order to love others, we must love yourself first. And then there starts the journey of Piotrek. I think I'm pronouncing it right.
Very good, yeah.
Though it's a black comedy. And what motivated you to make this movie? You have already said about give us a little bit of idea about all these things, and what message you want to try to convey through making such a movie which tells about various shades of human emotions.
Sure. Okay, so that's a very good point. Thank you for that question. It's the phrase that you just brought. We made a huge documentary about we made documentation about that topic. So we, like directors and screenwriters, because both of them wrote the script, read lots of books about how the coaching works. They watch lots of documentaries in internet. They watch lots of meetings with huge coaches. It's like very popular all around the world, but it still comes from the main impact it has in the United States. And when they start to dig in that theme of coaching, they went to the topic of manipulation. So one of the topic of the film is manipulation. How in one evening, in one room, the coach can manipulate the main character Piotrek. So as Nadim said, it was the main character was supposed to quit smoking, but by a coincidence he ended up in the course of self-development leader, the coach, and he break his he finished his relationship with his girlfriend. So it's one of the topic of the movies is how easy we follow the manipulation of others.
Thank you.
Which the leader asked him when he says, "I want to quit smoking." The leader asks him, "No, whether the girl wants you to quit smoking." Mm-hmm. So he totally manipulates his need.
Yeah, that's true. It's like because at the end it's like the main character. Okay, I will not tell what's happening at the end, but yeah, it's he still the main character still forces that he wants to quit the smoke, and the leader, as Nadim said, tells one of the move of his manipulation is he's saying that no, smoking is not your problem. That's only your how you the effect of the problem. So and the problem is much deeper, and he starts to dig in his soul psychology and saying that the smoking is not a problem.
Hello everyone, my name is Nishant. I am a musician and sound designer.
Hello.
And I wanted to ask that how you think that your film will be connected to all parts of the world, as you said, because each culture and there is a different culture among the different parts of the world.
Yes, it's a. We assume that it's a quite universal topic because, man and woman relationship exist everywhere, and we didn't our goal was not to give one answer. And as we talked to some people yesterday, even after the screening, because some people wanted to ask some question. There were very different reaction, even for the topic of the movie, because that was the point of the movie for the directors and screenwriters, not to give the clear answer for that topic and for the question that are thrown in the movie, but we wish that because of the form of the movie, it's a genre movie, black comedy. It makes that movie universal. It's not specifically set in Poland. We never say it's in Poland. Of course, it's in Polish, but it's like the word. Sorry,
Could be anywhere.
Could be anywhere. The word we created the world in this strange building where they are getting, and the point was not to answer the question. We don't have our opinion on that subject. I mean, we don't deliver from by the movie the opinion. We are very open to talk about it, to start conversations. But yeah, there are no clear answers.
So what he says, the patriarchy, male domination. This just a bigger exaggerated caricature portraying this universal theme. It's across everywhere, any nation. So I think they will be able to connect with any audience across the world. Yeah, in fact, it will take you 2-3 viewings to fully dissect and decode the movie.
Yeah,
so fast-paced, sometimes we will not be able to connect in one go. But there is a definite sequence. Everything is well to the T. They have in the minute detail also. Everything is taken care. But it may take 2-3 watches to understand it fully. Yeah, I would like Hatfield to share what all challenges you faced in filming it.
Yeah. The biggest challenge was still the idea for the movie, which was that we've got like a 6 men in one room. It's not so easy to find an idea how to tell interesting story using only one room and 6 men, without landscapes, without mountains, without beautiful rain or whatever. So it was like probably the biggest challenge, and still you are trying to tell the emotions and the rising emotions through during the movie, also through the way we were showing the world and the way we are showing the story. So step by step, each scene is a bit different, and it's getting darker and more violent or more weird. Also through the way the camera works and how it shows the world, how it shows the emotions of the protagonist. So this was a challenge to invent the idea for it.
Yes. Okay, if there are no more questions, we will close the session. Shall we?
So once again, I would be very happy if you can join us on Sunday, because if there is additional screening, I know that the programming team is working on that. So yeah, that would be great if you were able to see it. And if you need any more information, we have some flyers, and we can of course give you.
So sad to hear that Katya is in the hospital, and we wish her this convey, let her recover as soon as possible. And that's it. We'll close the session. And yeah,
Could
wish
we
you
have
all the very best, and best luck.
Do you
You are
mind
competing in
having
the
a picture
international
with
session
us?
for the Golden Peacock.
Yeah, that's very.
Wish you all the very best.
Excuse me, sir.
Thank you.
Could I ask?
Yeah, I will give you enough photos. You just share your
Can we have one
Together with the audience as well.
with the audience.
Yes.
Take one. He will take it.
Yeah.
Ale
Would you
jest-
mind to make it? No?
Użyjesz swoim telefonem, żeby było, tak?
Tak. To go to the end of the room, yes, and make a picture.